What's up, fellas? Party never stops on CT when we have extreme uncertainty, at least. There's a lot of extremely fake FUD and other conspiracy BS being spread around right now. So, yeah, with Chads like BitBoy, CZ, and Watcher Guru, we're in for sort of a treat. So, I guess this is episode 1. Enjoy. Yeah, so I guess to start, we got our boy CZ, and he kind of initiated this whole thing, this whole fiasco, by basically tweeting out that FTX was potentially insolvent. And you know what happened? FTX went down. But I'm not going to bore you with that story. You probably already know it. So I'm just going to get into the juicy tweets and explain, maybe some stuff that's true and maybe some stuff that isn't. I have a pretty good BS detector, and that's why I'm here, because I've been seeing a lot of really weird fake conspiracies on Twitter, and they're kind of annoying to see. And I just want to talk about them. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, I guess we'll start off with Crypto.com. So basically, the current news on that is that they managed to send $400 million to the wrong address. They sent it to Gate.io when it was meant to be sent to cold storage, I believe. So that kind of caused people to freak out once they found out that there was some $400 million transaction they sent on accident. Now, keep in mind, this isn't the first time that happened. They also sent, I think $10 million to an Australian woman who promptly spent the money, and then they asked for it back, and she didn't have it. But anyway, so once people saw this $400 million transaction, they started freaking out, and if you search the hashtag CryptoCom on Twitter, you'll see that. And the most current news is that there are about 90,000 pending withdrawals from Crypto.com, which is kind of a hell of a lot. So I guess we'll see if they're insolvent or not. My gut says that they're not. They're not insolvent. You know what I'm saying? I think they're good. But yeah, next thing. So, as reported by Cointelegraph, potentially our boy SBF is under arrest in the Bahamas. Who knows? Because as of just a few hours ago, he gave us this wonderful update. He says, 1 what in 2H. And that response, I think, really fulfilled the people, because the responses on that tweet were pretty good. I think everyone was really satisfied that he felt sorry for what he did. And yeah, next thing. So basically, our boy CZ Changpeng Zhao brought this to our attention. There was an API key leak with an algorithmic trading bot platform called Skyrex. And our boy Carlos down here, well, his API key got leaked and his shit got stolen. So basically, the attacker bought $1 million of the Axie Infinity token and pumped the price from about $6 to over $10. He said in the replies that he sold some of it back, but who knows how much money he got back, because as you can see on this chart here, the crash was pretty immediate. So yeah, that's not good. Hopefully they can get that resolved, but CZ said they removed all of the API access from Skyrex. So yeah. Yeah, okay, so next up we have people like Watcher Guru, Whale Chart, and the other people on Twitter who just tweet random ass shit that's pretty conspiratorial, and I basically just don't fuck with it. I do not vibe with the conspiracy nonsense. It's fun to hypothesize and shit, but when you're tweeting stuff that's verifiably false, oh, Crypto.com's holdings are all in Shiba. No, they released their holdings, their customer holdings, and their customers hold a fuck ton of Shiba, which, that says what it says about their customers, but who am I to judge, right? That's not their holdings, that's not their assets or investments, right? It's just their fucking reserves for their customers to withdraw when they want to withdraw. But yeah, basically, I'm just sick of the conspiracy shit on Twitter, so stop. Literally, just retract your statements if they're wrong. It's just annoying to see. That's all. Yeah. Alright, next thing. Yeah, so basically take this one with a grain of salt. We're going back to our boy SBF, but basically, for a long time, stimulants were advised to be used by new hires. And Sam himself would give a fucking presentation on stimulants and describe which one would work best for you. He would also try and, tell you what sleeping pills would be the best. And he also used a patch, potentially Daytrana or MSAM, something like that. I don't really know what these do, but apparently the stimulant drug, was also used to treat depression and Parkinson's, but Sam would use it to keep himself awake and, grind out some work. But as you can see, backed up by this tweet here, he does talk about stimulants and sleeping pills. So, maybe this could be true, who knows? Take it with a grain of salt. It was reported by Autism Capital on Twitter. So, based or not based, who knows? Next thing. So basically for our next thing, we have this whole conspiracy about basically SBF's parents, Caroline's parents, the CEO of Alameda, and the SEC and the Democratic Party being all connected together. So basically what they're saying is that, I don't know what they're saying. Basically they're saying powerful people go to MIT. I mean, that makes sense. The PAC thing with Bankman-Fried's parents also would make sense why, maybe he donated so much money to political parties, considering it has been probably instilled into him his whole life that politics is important and he should donate his money, to political shit, to advance his ideology further in the world. It's kind of the path that billionaires tend to take. They get so much money, and it can only buy so much personal satisfaction, but they all eventually start trying to influence the world, and instead of just their little bubbles around them. But yeah, until someone can, draw some solid evidence or conclusions surrounding, what all this means, maybe there was some malicious regulatory compliance going on. I tend to think his connection to the SEC might have been sort of a keep your enemies close thing, but what do I know? Anyway, that about wraps up the video, and yeah, see you in the next one. Hopefully this video was okay. It's my first one ever. Yeah, bye.